John the appraiser asked in our stock talk this last Friday. He's an appraiser, he's in real estate. He's got a very good Facebook page where he helps people buy and sell real estate. He asked the question, with artificial intelligence being so ahead of everything and having all this data available, why can't it tell us the prices to buy and sell stocks? Well, as I said to John, it can. You just need to know the right questions to ask and who to ask them to, and then access their information to help you make logical decisions as to where should you buy NVIDIA, where should you sell NVIDIA, where should you buy Apple, where should you sell Apple. Well, the information's all there. It's just in the data, and you got to figure out how to access the data. So that's what I've done. I've been building a cadre of very intelligent people, and I've been paying them for their services to help me find where's all the sell orders at? Where's all the buy orders at? Give me access to all the Wall Street analysts and their recommendations on NVIDIA. Where should I buy it? Where should I sell it? And that's what I've done. And I've been working on it for the past year, and I built a website called Best of Us Investors, and I house that data so that you can come and see it, and I can share it with you so that you can make better investment decisions. And it's so important that you do, because this is the advent of artificial intelligence, which is going to be changed. We're brought on to machine learning and then quantum computing, and the world as we know it is going to change. It's going to look so different in 5 years. The workforce will be different. There will be none of those irritating customer service people. It'll all be done by bots, and these diseases that we die from cancer and heart disease, they're all going to go away because we have amassed this intelligence. We just need to figure out how to access it. And I've found an access to help me determine and set the buy and the sell prices on my stocks. All I got to do is wait for them to hit my buy price, buy it, hit my sell price, sell it, and move on. Or ask artificial intelligence, okay, now that we've hit our sell price, where does it go from here? That's what I want to do in this video. Share with you the knowledge I've gathered on where I'm buying NVIDIA and where I anticipate selling it, and where I'm buying AEHR and where I'm anticipating selling it, and then giving you the logic as to how I came to those conclusions, so you can either duplicate it or you can pay me to reimburse me for the costs I've incurred. This is not financial advice. Get that out of your head. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to help you make better investment decisions.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
I've been taking NMN for about 3 years now. I'm actually 79 years old, and I have realized that my energy level is peaked by NMN. I used to buy it at Amazon. I can't get it anymore. Now I buy it from Pure Vitals, Puro Vitals. It's a company in the Netherlands, and this is what I use to generate this energy. I'll put a link to it in my description. Okay, yesterday I shared with you my Bus 12 and Bus 13 portfolio manager. I originally started out with about 35 stocks that I believe through artificial intelligence would be brought to us through the hardware and software as the data centers were updated, as software was developed, and I've then narrowed it down through financial analysis to find the strongest financial companies that I believe are going to deliver artificial intelligence and eventually machine learning, and then sometime in the future quantum computing. And so then what I've done is decided what I have to do is go pay the experts to tell me where is the right price to buy in on these stocks, because I believe the market's going to come down, but I need to know where to buy in. And then once I've bought in, where is the right place to sell? So I have, in this, I'm going to walk you through the process I go through, and I'm going to focus on NVIDIA, because I think everybody says, where should I buy NVIDIA now that it's up as much as it is? And then where should I sell it in the future? So let's focus on that. NVIDIA here I have highlighted. And currently, this is on a Google Sheets. And you'll see this update probably while I'm talking. It's currently selling at $481.78. But I want to buy it at $394.66. I shared with you yesterday how I got that number. I get it off of my NVIDIA charts. As you can see here, I'm looking at NVIDIA, and you can see it's trading in a channel that goes back to roughly May 26th of 2023. It has a support level of 192.77, and it has a resistance level of 507.68. So that's where I get my price that I want to buy it. I want to buy it when it comes down to this 392. Now this will change, and it will change regularly, so I have to come in regularly and monitor it and see where it's at relative to where I want to buy it. So that's where I got that price. As when I got it, it was $394.66. So let's assume that the world moves in the way that brings it down to the 394. Then where do I want to sell it? Well, that's here. You saw the 507. That was this level of resistance. Right now it's at 505, 507, 509. So that's where I want to sell it. Now, beyond that, I have a number of 648. Where do I get that number? Well, I believe there are people who are a little bit smarter than me in this, and I have been able to find them at Zacks. Zacks is a service that I pay for every month, and they tell me that NVIDIA is a 2 rating, meaning they'll probably exceed their earning expectations, and then they go and seek the analysts, and here's a list of the names of the 37 analysts that get paid $500,000 to $1 million to monitor NVIDIA and tell their Wall Street firms, and there's the list of the Wall Street firms, what they believe is going to happen to NVIDIA price. And as you can see, they've been consistently, since the last 3 months, 32 of them have said strong buy, 3 of them have said buy, and between 1 and 2 have said hold, and nobody's suggesting you sell it. Here again it is, and it tells me here of the 37 recommendations, the strong buy represents 86.49% of them, and the buy represents 8.11, so that comes out to somewhere around 95% of the analysts believe it's going up. How far do they believe it's going up? Well, the average target is 648.63. If you remember, that was what's on my chart. The highest, someone believes it's going to go to 1,100. I'm not going to use that one. The lowest one is 460, and it's currently at 476. So that's how I come up with those numbers on this sheet. And there they are, the 648. What I then do is add those two together, and I'll show you the formula that I create. It's right there. I add the tech number of 507 and the analyst number of 648 together. I then divide them by 2 to get the average. I then subtract my target price from them and then divide by my target price. And that says if I buy it at 394, if I sell it at the average of these two, I'll make 46.43%. And that's how I build this, okay? So you can see my lowest return is on Apple. It's currently selling at 195. The resistance level is at 201, or the resistance level is at 198, and the analysts believe the average is 201. So that will give me, if I'm able to buy it at 165, a earnings of 21.9%. Now, if I buy it at today's price, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to basically break even. So this is my target price. I do that on every one of the stocks that I have here. Here's one that I'm very high on that I think I'll be able to make 159%. If I can buy AEHR, which is currently selling at $25.19, if I can buy it at $21.39. The analysts and the resistance levels tell me I'm going to sell it for somewhere around $55, and I'm going to make 159% on it. That's what I do. That's how I share it with you on a daily basis so that you can take advantage of the expenditure that I'm making to buy this information and then analyze it. First of all, recognize I've gotten these companies down to where I've looked at their books. I buy another service that gives me access to their balance sheets, to their earnings statements, to their projections, everything about them. And then I use artificial intelligence to help me make a better investment decision. I hope that all clears up exactly what I do, how I do it, and what I want to make available to you. Also recognize that I'm a specialist. I've decided that the future holds for me, maybe the next 10 years, an opportunity to make tremendous money if I can cue into this artificial intelligence, machine learning, quantum computing. But first of all, I have to understand the market. I have to understand not only the market, but what a semiconductor is. I'm reading this book right now. It's called the Chip Wars, and I'm learning what's the difference between NVIDIA and advanced micro devices. How does Intel fit into this? And how about this company, this Netherlands company called ASML that makes all the machines, that makes all the semiconductors? How does that fit into it? And how is it that Taiwan Semiconductor makes everybody's chips? That NVIDIA merely designs the chips and then the software that runs the chips. And then there's other companies like Broadcom that makes all the chips for Apple's phones or designs the chips. And then the chips are made by someone else over in China. How does this all relate together? And how do I invest in it? And how do I avoid the traps of those that aren't going to be the players who are making chips for, they're chip makers, but they're making chips for refrigerators and microwaves, and they're not making them for phones. I just learned yesterday there's a whole array of chips inside an Apple phone, one that runs the camera, one that runs the phone, one that runs the search, one that runs all the apps, and all those have to interrelate to each other, and they got to be small enough to fit in the phone, and who makes them all? So if I can get that knowledge, I'll be a 5%er. I'll be one of 5% of the people in the world that understand this and then understand how to access the data to help me make better investment decisions, to get into the heads of the Wall Street analysts through my Zacks report. And then I use my trading view charts that tell me where the support levels are. That's the green lines. This is where you and the institutions put in their buy orders. When it comes down to there, buy, buy, buy. That's the support level. Then the resistance level, I don't believe it's going to go any higher than that. So sell, sell, sell. That's what I get off of trading views. And then I put this all together and I put it against their financials and I make my decisions, and then I manage it, and I do it every day, and that's what I want to offer you. I want to basically say, I'll do the work, you pay me, just like my lawn man. He cuts my grass, I pay him every week, because then I don't have to do it. He's got better equipment than me, And I want to spend my exercise time doing something other than cutting that damn tree down that blew over yesterday or earlier this weekend. Okay, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'm 70 years old. I take NMN by Puro Vitalis. Links in the description. And that's how I get the energy to spend my time with you every day. Talk to you again tomorrow.